Welcome to the video that will demonstrate how to finalize your website. So first thing I want to point out is at the top, I can't see the navigation scheme. So I'm going to go to themes and I'm going to choose a theme that will allow me to see the titles of the pages. You can change the color in here if you so choose. And since it's a zoo, I might make it green, but I can't see the black text. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this one and get that paint bucket. And then you can choose a color that way as well. So that works perfectly. Now another thing is the dogs have nothing to do with the zoo, so that banner does need to change. So for every page that has the dogs, I will replace it with some elephants I found on Pixabay. I'm going to choose Change Image Upload and open up that elephant's image. Now, if the image is not where you want it, you can go to the anchor here and change the location of the image and play around with it. But this one fits nicely. I'm also going to brighten it up. I'm going to go to all the pages that have the dogs and switch that off. Some other errors include the font on all the pages. As you can see, this font is a different font than on the animals page. So I'm going to choose a font that I'm happy with and consistently add it to every single page. So I went ahead and changed the font to Amatic SC bold size 30 on every single page. I noticed I had some other errors. These cats should not be on the home page. So I'm going to delete that. I'm going to choose Insert, Image, and then Select. I'm going to choose Google Image Search, and I'm going to type in an animal that you would find at the zoo. So maybe I'll do a bear. And I'm going to choose something that might look like it is at a zoo. Hopefully it's with a nice habitat. So when you find one you like, you select it and you can choose Insert, or you can double click to add it. I'm going to drag this up and now I have my image on my home page that goes with the theme. Now I'm going to show you some other errors that were made. I'm going to double check and make sure all the hyperlinks work. So that's amphibians, birds, fish, reptiles, mammals, and invertebrates. So those work, so that's all good. The subfonts are bitter bold at 15, so I'm going to keep that in mind when I go to the other pages. So all the images here are the exact same size, so that looks really nice. So you want to check for that. Make sure the images look good on the pages. Now in this case, every image was set up to link to an image in Google Drive, and when you open it, it opens the larger image. So if you're going to apply this, you need to do it consistently on all images. So double check all the images work if you're going to set them up to open a larger image. We'll go to the petting zoo. Now here you have, this needs to be the same height as the pig, so check for that. At least make them the same height so that it looks organized and attractive. So this had some errors and needs to be fixed. I'm going to go ahead and publish again just so that my work is being updated. So I'm going to continue to look at all the pages, make sure the links work. So that goes to the desserts page, meals, and beverages, and check the beverages to make sure all the images are the same height. Desserts. This is looking fabulous. And now meals. Now these images were not set up to open to a larger image. Just wanted to point that out. Not all images are set up to open a bigger image. Let's check the survey. Now here's a page that has not been built up. So if you have no intentions whatsoever of building up a page, go over to Pages on the right, find that page, and click on those three dots and choose Delete. You do not want to have pages that are not built up. That is very frustrating for people who are visiting your site. The Q&A page is looking good. Shop, Now, I don't know if you noticed, if you look at my other pages, I have a dark background for all my titles, but yet when I go to shop, I don't. So I'm going to make sure I consistently add that background on all pages. The fonts look good, and remember the font we had earlier for a subheading is the same on this page. Make sure your links work. And if I have multimedia, I'm going to also make sure that those work as well. These are set up to open a sound. Check your sounds, make sure you have those set up accurately. And then I'll go to my videos page, and each of these should have a link to a video that happens to be in my Google Drive. And there are the links. If not, you're going to need to make sure it links to the video in your drive. I did want to point out on my home page I did have some spelling and grammar errors, so those need to be fixed. Make sure you check all your spelling and grammar. You don't want to have any imperfections on your site. Once it's perfected, you again want to publish. It's like saving. Then when you're ready to share it with the world, you go up here to the drop down, choose View Published Site. I always go to my home page and then I click on the link, and that is what I share with people to show off my fabulous websites. This concludes the session on how to perfect your website. Until next time, you have a wonderful day.